All right, so really quick on Friday for 1.A.2, we got to 10, but we didn't really get that far into 10. So 10 is an example of a free response type question that you would see, and it's just explaining, hey, you're given this function, and even though we see sine, you're like, oh my gosh, sine, what does that mean? Oh no. It's just showing you that no matter what the function is, as long as you have your boundaries, your interval, that you just work it as normal and using the calculator to solve it. So on 10, it's at sine, and you're probably like, oh, I don't know what that means, but it's just an example of a possible free response question that is talking about the flow at a particular intersection and how it's being evaluated. So it says, what is the average rate of change? This is what freaks you out, which is why it's here. It is the same thing. You would be using a calculator to find that value, okay? So don't freak out about it. Don't be like, oh no, sine, okay? You would just use a calculator and use the sine function on the calculator. Does that make sense? Okay, you don't have to change the mode. We want to keep it in radians. Nothing changes at all. The only thing is that this is the problem I gave in here so that we can see that no matter what the function is, we follow the same protocol when you're finding the average rate of change. So here it says, what is the average rate of change from 3 to 8? I would plug in and find f of 3 and f of 8 and go through the process of changing y over changing x, right? I just want to make that clear. There's nothing else really, and we don't have time to talk about this one more deep. Then this is just about processing, but this problem is here to give you an example of something other than square, linear, cubic, things that you're comfortable seeing, but not the sign. Does that make sense? All right, but nothing changes, just that sign is part of the function, okay? So that's why I wasn't stressing over finishing 10 in your notes.